Hi you guys, welcome back to another pregnancy update. Today I am officially 7 weeks pregnant, so this update is going to be 6 weeks all the way up to 7, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys along on this pregnancy journey and to just be documenting this for myself, because I really wish I would have documented more with my first pregnancy, just so I had content to look back on to see if the symptoms I'm having were consistent with my first pregnancy, because although I've done this before, it still feels like so new, and I'm always looking to other people and other videos to see if my symptoms are normal for the amount of weeks I'm on. So hopefully if you are expecting this video you find helpful. If you are expecting, let me know when you are due in the comments down below. I'd love to track your pregnancy and we're on this journey together. But I am gonna go ahead and share the questions. I have a list of questions just like the last video. If you didn't watch number 1, I can link it up top for you. We're gonna answer questions and just see how the week went for my pregnancy. As a reminder, this is my second pregnancy. I have a son who just turned 20 months old, and this is going to be the number 2. So let's go ahead and get started answering those questions. How far along am I? So like I said, I am officially 7 weeks pregnant today. That is based on my last cycle and what I've put into the app. I have been using the Flow app to track my cycles and my pregnancy. I've also just downloaded the Bump app, which is what I used in my first pregnancy, and I really like that one for like articles and stuff for week to week. But based on the Flow app that I was originally using when I was tracking my period and ovulation and all of that, I am 7 weeks today. I haven't had my dating ultrasound yet, so like I said, that was just me putting it into the calculator, so I'm not sure how far I am via ultrasound yet. We will be seeing that next week. Total weight gain, so I am starting my pregnancy out between 120 125. I kind of fluctuate between that, which is surprisingly lower than I started out my first pregnancy. I used to be like 130 to 135, and I actually weigh less than I did my previous pregnancy. I really struggled with weight gain after giving birth and breastfeeding and whatnot. It was actually recommended for a while that I go see a dietitian and stuff, but after I stopped breastfeeding, my weight did go up, and now I'm, like I said, at 120 125. Now I haven't, if you watched my last update, you know that we are a military family. In the middle of moving, my husband had to go away to school, so me and my son are staying with family here in Washington, and I don't have a scale at the moment. We do go to the doctor's next week, and I will be able to get an updated weight for you guys. So one of my upcoming pregnancy updates, I will be able to give you an updated weight to see how much I've gained so far. Maternity clothes, so not yet at 7 weeks, although I think I'm going to have to start shopping around and looking for some maternity clothes. If you have suggestions for places to look, I looked recently at Target and they had a couple pieces that I thought were cute, but they were really picked over in sizes. But I feel like most maternity clothes are super ugly. Like maybe I'm just like super picky, but I don't want to dress frumpy while being pregnant. I want like cute girly stuff, but I feel like that's so hard to find. So if you have recommendations for like affordable maternity clothes, leave me your suggestions below, because I definitely need to start hunting in the future. I know they say with your second baby you start to pop faster, and I do know, like, I like to wear tight fitted skinny jeans, and they're already, depending on the day, if I have extra bloating, getting a little tight. I'm gonna be able to wear them for a while longer, but they are like not comfortable per se. So yeah, leave me those suggestions, because I definitely need to start shopping around to at least find like one pair of jeans that fit really good. The struggle that I have is I'm really tall, so nothing jean wise is ever long enough for me. So please leave me your suggestions. Stretch marks, nope, not even really super showing yet, so no stretch marks. I do need to start investing in a belly cream though, so we can make sure everything is moisturized and avoid that. I didn't get any stretch marks with my first pregnancy, so cross my fingers we are the same in the second. Right now I'm just using like my normal lotion that I would use when I get out of the shower, which is at the moment the Bum Bum cream by Sol de Janeiro. I have like a giant jar of it that I had packed when we went on travel, so I just use that all over my whole body when I get out of the shower. But I should start investing in like a specific belly cream. Like I said in a previous video, I was using the cocoa butter like belly balm with my first pregnancy, and that seem to have done the job, so maybe I'll pick that up again. But if you have a favorite, like last time, leave me your suggestions, please. Sleeping. So I sleep so much. I feel like this week especially, the exhaustion hit so hard and I've just been so tired. My son Nathan, he goes to bed at 7:30 on the dot, and there have been multiple times this week that I have gone to bed with him. Either I just accidentally fell asleep when I was putting him to bed, or I was just so tired that I put him to bed and then crawled into my bed. So we're sleeping a ton. I am waking up at least once in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because my bladder's full and pregnancy. But other than that, I seem to be sleeping pretty well. I've had a couple nights of like insomnia a little bit, but not a ton. Another thing that I've been struggling with sleeping is I feel like I am overheating. I mentioned in my last pregnancy update that I was getting hot flashes. That's still happening, and it happens a lot at night too, where I just feel like overly hot. And then I'm also getting bouts of nausea here and there, not consistently, but nausea at night. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like kind of nauseous and I just need to like lie there and please don't move. Or I'll go to bed and say it'll be like 8 o'clock that I go to bed. All of a sudden I lie down and I'm starving and I get nausea. So I'm sleeping a lot, but I'm also having like some symptoms mixed into the sleeping in the middle of the night and things like that. But overall, sleeping a lot. Best moment this week, and this one might come as a shock to some of you guys, but it is the pregnancy symptoms. So for a while, I was kind of feeling like I wasn't having a ton of pregnancy symptoms. Like I was having symptoms, but they weren't consistently day in and day out, that I didn't really feel pregnant. I obviously took my test back when we were in Guam, and then we got a confirmation pregnancy test from the hospital too, but I just like haven't been feeling pregnant. And so like I feel like I was getting in my head. I've also been having like some light brown spotting, so I was just getting in my head and I'm like, I don't feel pregnant. Like, did something happen? And then literally within a day or two of saying that, all of the symptoms and the nausea started hitting. So best moment this week was actually getting those symptoms and just making me feel like, giving me that confirmation that yes, you are pregnant, especially because I don't go to the doctors until next week. And I feel like, for me at least, I don't know about you guys, but it never really feels real until you see that first ultrasound and you see the baby's heartbeat and you see baby. Like, then that moment, it like solidifies things. So that is the best moment for me this week. Missing anything? Not anything like tangible that I can touch, but one thing that I'm kind of missing already is my appetite is all wonky right now, and the nausea that started hitting this week. I feel like if I'm not constantly eating, I kind of have like nausea. So every like hour to 2 hours, I have to eat something or have a snack. So every day this week, I've been getting up at 6 a.m. because I have a 20-month-old. He gets up early. So we get up, and then by 7 o'clock, we eat breakfast, and then by 8 or 9 o'clock, I'm having to have a second breakfast because I'm hungry and nauseous again. So I'm already missing being able to eat like 3 regular square meals a day and not having to like eat 24/7 or feel like I constantly have to carry snacks. But that would be like the little thing that I miss already. But other than that, nothing like physically or tangible that I miss. Movement, no movement yet. We are still way too early for that, but that is something we get to look forward to in the future weeks to come. So yeah, but no movement yet. Anything making you queasy or sick? So I have been having nausea, but that's only because I feel like my blood sugar drops if I don't eat constantly. So that is one thing making me queasy and sick, is I need to constantly be eating and having snacks. The other thing that has made me kind of queasy and sick, I've noticed lately, is changing Nathan's poopy diapers. I don't know if it's just because my senses are extremely heightened. Normally I have no problem changing diapers. They never make me gag. I have no issues unless it's like a really bad one. But lately, the last few times I've changed his diaper, I've gagged. And there's no reason. Like, yeah, it smells, but like I feel like everything's just heightened. So that is what's making me queasy or sick. But no food or food aversions yet. Gender guess. So last week I said girl, and I think that's just because like deep in my heart I really want to have a girl. Although I'm completely content being like a boy mom, that's cool with me too. But if I guessed right now, it would literally just be like a wild guess because I really have no idea at this point. And my symptoms have been pretty consistent with what I felt with Nathan. So it could be a boy, it could be a girl. We have a 50-50 chance. But one idea that we threw out this week when I was talking with my parents the other night is maybe doing the sneak peek gender reveal, the ones that you can order. I think they're like 70 or 80 bucks, and then you basically, they send you the kit, you do like a finger prick or like a blood draw type thing, you send it back, and then you get your results instantly or like within 24 hours of them getting the results. And then since we are going to be going to see family come March, my parents seeing the test results, not telling us, and then they put together like a care package and like smoke bombs or confetti and things like that. And then we celebrate with Rowdy's side of the family and find out all together. Because one thing that I really want this time around is like a gender reveal. That's something I feel like I missed out with on my first pregnancy, just because we were so far away from family and friends overseas in Guam since we're a military family. And I really want to experience that this time around, and that would be the perfect time to experience it with that side of the family. So that's something we are sleeping on and considering at this point in time. We haven't made up our minds, but we might do the gender reveal early. Now that won't be too crazy early. It would be early if I did it like now, but we'll be finding out when we get to San Diego, so it'll only be like a few weeks earlier finding out. But it also does solidify it, because one thing I never realized with my first pregnancy was doing the anatomy scan and all that, you're not guaranteed to find out the gender. Like, baby could be hiding and you could go without finding the gender. So that's one thing. It would be nice to like be solidified and know 100%. Labor signs, no. I hope not. That would not be very good. So no labor signs, hopefully not for a long time to come. Symptoms. So symptoms ramped up this week. I have a list in front of me of some symptoms that I had, and some of them were just like a one-off, some of them were like consistently over the week. The first one was I had a headache a couple times this week, and I don't know if that's just because I'm not drinking enough. I'm trying to up my water intake, but I struggle with that, but I'm trying my darnest. So headache. I've also still been having extreme hot flashes, and they happen anytime during the day, and I feel like I have to like strip off all my clothes, or I get in the car and I feel like I'm literally like so hot. Nighttime especially, they ramp up, and my feet feel really warm. I can't sleep with socks anymore. My feet can't be under the blanket, which isn't uncommon for me, but hot flashes. Also, let's see, I've been extremely thirsty at night. Specifically, I'll be fine during the day, but as soon as like I go to lie down at night, I feel like I need to chug water, which also could probably lead to why I'm having to go to the bathroom more at night. I'm having to pee in the middle of the night. That has been consistent over the entire week. At least once during the night I have to pee. I've also been feeling, I would describe it like I said, the nausea, but it's also like a weakness and nausea, and that is happening quite a few times this week, mainly when I get up and I can kind of power over it once I've eaten, and if I continue to steadily eat throughout the day. But the nausea is coming on. I did buy some things for the nausea that I'll show you. I bought these Preggy Pop drops, which isn't something that I used with Nathan. With Nathan, my first son, by the time I really started having nausea, I had already gone to the doctors and they had given me a prescription. So anytime I had nausea, I would just pop one of those and then it instantly went away. But I obviously don't go to the doctors for another week. So I picked up these on Amazon. I've only had to use them once so far. We'll see. I can continue to update you guys over the weeks when I have nausea if these actually work. But I bought those to pop in. It's just like a little hard candy. They're sour apple and sour lemon. And then I also bought these nausea inhaler Himalayan salt with essential oils. I bought this on Amazon as well, so I can leave links down below, so you should pretty easily be able to find them. It came in a pack of 2, and it's just this like basic tube, and the lid unscrews, and then it has like essential oils, and you put it up to your you plug a nostril, put it up to your nostril and inhale in, and then it's supposed to help with nausea. I've heard really good things about these. Actually, when we went on vacation and we went to the Fifi Islands, and any of the people who got seasick on the boat, they used something similar to help them like smell and get rid of the nausea that they felt. So I've heard really good things, so I'm excited to try to use this if I get nausea. I've also just been having a lot of exhaustion. I told you guys I've been going to bed pretty early every day this week, and I just feel constantly tired or just like blah. I don't have a lot of energy, which is hard when you have a toddler, but it's helping me also like power through and like get up and get moving and overcome it. So there's that. With the nausea, I haven't puked yet. I did have one morning that it was extremely bad when I woke up, and unlike with my first pregnancy where I could like slowly get out of bed, have a saltine cracker, and like ease myself into it, I have a toddler now that's very demanding, and he wants to get up when he wants to get up, and he wants to get up yesterday, and he wants you to move fast. So I can't just like slowly roll out of bed. I'm having to like go. So that's something that's different. But like I was saying, on the one morning that I had really bad nausea, no vomiting, but I did dry heave over the toilet. So there's that. And then the final symptom that I've been having is the spotting, which like I said, I also had off and on last week. Once again this week, I did have it off and on again. There was one day that it was a little bit heavier than like previous days. Like normally I would only notice it if I wiped or went to the bathroom and I wiped. I noticed like some very minimal, but one day we had everyone over. It was like Sunday, we were watching football, and I went to go to the bathroom and I pulled down, and I don't always wear underwear with my leggings just because I don't want underwear lines, but I pulled down my leggings and I had spotted all the way through my leggings, which sounds like a lot, but it really wasn't a lot. It just, I spotted through. So I had to like change everything and put a new outfit on, but I put on underwear and a panty liner after that, and it wasn't even like enough to cover it. So I'm really interested and excited to be able to finally ask a doctor about that next week. Like I said previously, I did have the spotting with Nathan as well, and they say it's nothing to be concerned about unless you see red blood or it becomes really heavy. And like I said, it hasn't been heavy, and it's always been like a very light brown color, never any red. So we're just continuing to monitor that like last week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes smooth from here on out. Belly button in or out? Belly button's in. I'm not really popping yet, so I don't anticipate that for a while down the road. Wedding rings on or off? On. And like I said in my previous video, and I'll probably repeat this for the ongoing future, I never had to take my wedding bands off in my first pregnancy. My little fingers never really swelled. I wore them all the way through delivery, so hopefully it'll be the same this time around. Happy or moody most of the time? Right now, I would say that 95 to 96% of the time I am like happy, not moody. There's a couple times where like I get moody, like dealing with my toddler, or I lose my patience, but nothing that I'm like, oh man, like I need to check myself. Overall, I feel like this pregnancy so far, I have been extremely happy. And the final question before we get into the bump shot is what I'm looking forward to this week. And that is, I am just looking forward, what is getting me through is that first doctor's appointment. I officially was able to get my TRICARE switched over to TRICARE West here in Washington. And I had the doctor that I got set up with give me a referral. I am going to be going to, it's called Multicare. It is in Gig Harbor, which is a city close to me. I've heard decent things about them. My sister has been there before, and she said she received really good care, so hopefully I get the same. But I was able to get in, and it actually was smoother than I anticipated, thankfully. But I see her next Thursday at 2 p.m. and that is going to be establishing care and my dating ultrasound. So we'll get to see a baby for the first time. If you watch my other videos, I vlog a ton, so I will probably vlog that day and that experience and like the video footage of getting to hear baby's heartbeat and seeing baby on the screen for the first time. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, that will be coming down the road. But that is what I'm looking forward to. You'll probably hear me say it again on Tuesdays, a video update again, but we get to see baby in like a week and a half. Alright, and what you all are waiting for, the belly shot. So this is 7 weeks today, like I said, so let's go ahead and show you. Normal clothes. This is a new sweatshirt that I got from Walmart yesterday. Let me tilt you guys down. Wearing my regular jeans. These are a size 2 long. Let's just fold my pants down. There is the bump shot. Like I said, I have a little bit of bloating. There's it straight on. From the side, the back, and the side again. That is what the belly is looking like. Still not a lot, still major bloating, but yeah, that is gonna wrap up the 6-week update. 7 weeks today. If you guys are enjoying my pregnancy updates, leave me your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video so you continue to see them. I'll see you guys in next week's update. Bye guys!